Hello, everybody. I'm live on Fandango Friday, and tonight on Fandango Friday, we're looking at any liquor or liqueur brand. Cheap, mid-range, expensive, doesn't matter. Mass production, obscure. Okay, so tonight on Fandango Friday, I have forgotten to bring. Oh, let me clear off those banners. That banner is left over from the beer thing the other night. Okay, so I had something called Ryu, and it is a little higher than most of the ones I've got. Yeah, 44% alcohol. Not real high, but little. 44%. Espadine. Now I'm in Louisiana, and now we have Elbow 88 joining from Florida.
Cheers, Ron. How you doing?
I'm fine. Cheers to you.
All right.
So I have this Ryu Joven, a liter bottle. It's a mezcal. I don't know how many people know about this one, but I don't remember.
Yeah.
You've heard?
I don't think I've seen that brand before. That's interesting.
I don't remember the store where I bought it. It was somewhere close to New Orleans, but the price wasn't too bad, and it's a liter, so you're getting 25% more. So
All right.
that's what I've got, and it's 44% alcohol.
Okay. Well, I also have an agave spirit. I was in the liquor store the other day, and I was just walking around the aisles, and I see all these flavored spirits. I guess it's a pretty popular thing now, but there were some vodkas with probably 6 different flavors on the shelf. And then I saw some rums with a lot of different flavors. Well, I got a flavored tequila here. It's called 21 Seeds. And it's flavored with cucumber and jalapeno.
I've never heard of that one.
Yeah, I don't know when it came out, but I've seen it around for a little while, maybe a year or two. And it says Blanco tequila infused with cucumber, jalapeno, and other natural flavors. So this will be a first for me. It's not opened yet. I'm going to try it now for the first time. And it was $23, $22.99. For a 750 milliliter, it's 35% ABV, alcohol by volume.
Okay, say that again.
35% ABV.
All right, thank you.
And it's called 21 Seeds. They also have 2 other flavors, an orange flavor, and I forget what the other one is. But anyway, I wanted to give this a try, just to, not so much to sip it, but to make drinks with it. But I'll sip it first, just to see what I think. So here we go. Here's that pop. Here's my glass, and we'll pour a little out. Yeah, it looks like a Blanco tequila. It's clear. I don't see any color in there. It's mostly clear. And I can smell cucumber. So that's what I'm going to try today.
That sounds good. And let's see what kind of research we can do on this.
Yeah, I did find a website. They don't tell you very much. I was trying to find out when it came out, or I did find out it's a Diageo company,
Okay.
and apparently 3 women started the brand or started the had the idea to start it, and they went to Mexico to find a distillery that they could partner with. So it is made in Mexico at Nome 1438. So that's the type of distillery down there that contracts out to do many different brands. So is this something you would drink cold? I would give it a try. Yeah, right now it's warm, so we'll see how it tastes that way. But mainly, I plan on pairing it up with like 7 Up. Lemon and lime type of sodas go well with tequila, and maybe a margarita that might be a little more spicy than using a regular Blanco. So, I think for $23, I figured I'd take a risk, see how it is.
I
So
think it's probably going to pay off. Now, I did it. I took off my twist cap, and I bought this for $28, but that was years ago. It wasn't like last year or the year before. It was a good while back. So, I mean, maybe 7 years ago, 6 years ago. Okay, but whatever the case, it's probably not 28 now for a whole liter. No way. But because it wasn't long after I started buying mezcal that it kind of got popular, and then the price just went up.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
I mean, it used to be sort of cheap, and then it just zoomed. Yeah, cucumber jalapeno. Yeah, that sounds great to me. I like those vegetable flavors. Fruit flavors, I'm not so keen on. Vegetable, I'm keen on. Okay, so it's, as you can see, clear. Now I'm going to put the lamps on. I have these blackout blinds because it's 96 degrees. I'm trying to keep heat from coming in the house. 96. Okay.
Yeah, it's the first day of summer, and it feels like it.
First day of summer, it feels like. You too. All right. Now, show the website. Ryu. I think it came out in 2018. I could be wrong. Some in the teens. They this is the one I have, the Espadin 1 liter. For whatever reason, they sell it in a liter. Clear crystalline mezcal Espadin with pleasing smell of cooked agave and notes of spices, fruits, and light smokiness. Diverse flavors that invite you to have the next sip. And then they also make an ensemble, which is different agaves in it. It's got a more colorful label. I don't think I've seen that one around, unless I overlooked it. But it's only in the 750, so it's probably in a smaller bottle, but it costs more. But this is the one I found. Wasn't looking for it, just stumbled across it. The process, they go into some real. They show a mezcal farm. Then they go into all this detail, which I'm not going to go over that. Then they show the piñas, the hearts. Then they talk about categories of mezcal. Mezcal, artisanal mezcal, ancestral mezcal, and then there's different qualifications for that. How they cook it, grind it, ferment it, and distill it. So people can look that up on their own. Cooking it, milling it, fermenting it. Obviously,
there's a lot of information on that one.
I know this website is so dense. Distillation, how they distill it. It's almost like you're going to school on this website, but you could learn a lot about mezcal. Bottling it, probably the easiest part to understand. Then they show the Ubal family, the parent company, which I think the parent company is under some big company's umbrella by this time, but I'm not sure about that. But Isaiah Martinez is the master mezcalero. There's another one, Bernardino Yarpine. Then they talk about their life. They give information about who they're married to, their children. Yeah.
Yeah. Everything you'd want to know about Ryu.
Right. Married to Imelda Hernandez. They have two children, Isaiah and Istel. One of them has finished elementary school. Of course, this might have not been updated for a long time. But anyway, so it's a pretty complicated website. And now we'll jump over to yours. If you can read it, if not, I'll blow it up.
Yeah, I got it. 21 seeds infused cucumber jalapeno blanco tequila is a true sensory experience and easy to use spicy tequila to enjoy in cocktails like 21 seeds plus soda or a spicy margarita without sacrificing on taste. Delicious, bright, and crisp with a cucumber nose and a refined, spicy jalapeno finish. Oh, it looks like it even got an award there, something. Awarded Wine and Spirits Wholesale of America's Silver 2019. So I guess it's been around a little while.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I figured I would try the cucumber jalapeno because I was more interested in this one than the orange or the other ones they have. Yeah, and there's the ladies who started the company. She's saying there that she was just messing around in her own kitchen with infusing various things in her tequila. And apparently her friends liked it, so they figured, well, let's see if we can start a business. So her sister, and a friend. So it's three women are behind it.
Nicole, Sarika, and Kat.
Yeah, there you go. There they are. So I'm sure, to get from point A, your kitchen, to point B, actually having a product on the shelf, there's a lot in between there for sure.
Right. And it's going to take a lot of capital investment.
Yeah, right. Somebody's got to have the money.
And that's where Diageo comes into the picture, I guess. Okay.
Yeah.
Notice they call them the founders, not the owners. But hey, they probably got some nice little payout on this.
Yeah. Yeah, grapefruit is the other one. Grapefruit, orange, and cucumber. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm like you. I'd gravitate toward the vegetable ones, but that's cool.
But just to give it a taste here. Hey, Claude.
Hey, Mr. Elbow with his cucumber tequila.
Yeah, man. You never know. It's not smoky, so you might like it.
Why do we need cucumbers in our tequila?
I know.
That's what I want to know.
I know. You don't need it, but hey, it's there. This is America. We get all kind of choices on the shelf. So.
Greatest country in the world. God
you don't need it, but you want it,
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Ron.
Hey, Claude. Good afternoon.
Good evening.
Good
6:45, baby.
Oh yeah, you're in the East Coast. You're on the East Coast today.
I'm in the real time.
Well, I don't know about the real time. If you're in daylight saving time, you're not in the real time. But
if it was Australia, it'd be Saturday.
It is Saturday. Okay, in Australia. Yep. Okay, so what do you have tonight?
Well, I'm feeling peachy, and I've always wanted to try this. And be careful what you tell your wife what you want, because we were in the liquor store, and I said, I got to try this one of these days.
Bought that for you.
Oh, my mother-in-law got me this. And this is what I got for Father's Day. One of the things I got. Have you guys ever had this?
No, but I see it often.
And I love Crown Royal. I think it's one of the I think it's one of the best value rye Canadian whiskeys out there. And I love peaches. So
Okay.
will I like it, or what's going to happen here?
You probably like it. I mean, I would drink it cold from the freezer myself, but everybody got their own way.
Why does liquor always taste better cold from the freezer? Seriously.
It's not all liquor. It's just I find that these fruit infusion liqueur whiskey liqueurs, to me they taste better cold. That's just me. Now that's me talking. I'm not.
Vodka, gin out of the freezer, always good.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to find out when the 21 seeds came out, but the trademark website's not working right today. Naturally.
When did all these fruity flavors start being infused? Good word.
Probably back in the 1980s, and then it just kept growing, you know. That's a
the smell
375, huh?
Yeah. The smell coming off this is brilliant. Where's Dazzling Dave?
I don't know. Maybe he had something to do. I really am not sure.
I love I love your videos. You've done a lot of videos recently.
Thank you.
Yeah, they're really good.
Okay, so 21 seeds, first use in commerce was March 21st, 2019. There you go, Elbow. March 21st, 2019.
Wow. You know, that's my birthday, oddly enough. March 21st.
Wow. And you were what, 36, 37?
Yeah, in 2019. Yeah. I've been around the sun a few times. So.
Claude's a comedian, folks.
Should I talk about my peachy Crown Royal here?
Well, we're going to look at the website.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to. No, I'm just going to fight with that thing.
I got to tell you, did you ever open a bottle and the smell just goes around the room all of a sudden?
It happens quite often, actually.
It's very nice. Very nice. Doesn't smell artificial either. Crown Royal. What is the marquee? Look at that.
It's a Crown Royal finish and rum cast. It just hit the market.
Ooh. I think Crown Royal is still the standard for just good Canadian whiskey. It's just, it's priced right. It's a good quality. You know, there's it's probably one of the highest sold whiskeys out there. It's got to be right up there.
It's the best-selling whiskey in the United States, actually.
Really? But not Canada?
It's #1 in Canada, of course, and it's #1 in the United States, and it's #1 in Louisiana.
Wow. Crown Royal Peach is a perfectly balanced blend of Canadian whiskeys infused with the juicy flavor of fresh Georgia peaches. Artfully crafted by our team of master blenders, the result is a vibrantly, I love the words they use, vibrantly delicious whiskey, bursting with the luscious flavor or peach.
Of peach. There's a mistake.
Yeah, nobody edited this. Luscious flavor or peach, it should be, and a smooth finish that's unmistakably Crown Royal.
Yeah, of peach. It should be the luscious flavor of peach. I noticed a lot of these.
Isn't that amazing that a multi-million or billion-dollar company didn't have someone who could edit their text?
Yeah. Yes.
I see it all the time, Claude. I see it all the time. There's no excuse for it. Yeah, I'll show you this. Crown Royal. Now look at this. Here's a perfect example. Go to this part. It says Crown Royal Deluxe. DELUXE. One word, deluxe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now you click on this. You click on the site. It's find D space Lux.
Yeah, yeah.
And even in Canada, that's bad spelling.
And I noticed this mistake years ago. and they never catch it. I'm like, this big company does not notice this, and I'm noticing this, and I'm not a big shot. So they don't even know how to spell their own product. Deluxe or deluxe? What is it?
Yeah,
They don't know.
it's a single word. It's not 2 words.
Well,
Yeah, they've got it as 3 words on the bottle, though. Fine.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, they think it's multiple words. Okay, but
Listen,
anyway, just
I'm the
show,
guy who gets upset when sentences start with the word "but." When did that start happening?
I don't know, but it was sometime in the past.
Sentences should never start with the word "but" or any connective.
Yeah, I'm not a linguist, but I played one on television. No, just kidding, folks. I'm not
another Mr. Mezcal. Look at that.
I'm not a linguist, but I stayed at a Holiday Inn Express last night. Okay,
That's good.
let me give you the rundown. Oh, the trademark website is all screwed up. I can't. Usually it works fast, but it's screwed up. I think this came out around 2014 or 2018. It's not really important. I don't know why I worry about things like that.
Is it smoky?
You know what, Claude? I got to add your thing to the banners. Let me do that before I embarrass myself. Crown Royal.
Elbow, I wanted to thank you for your nice comments on my singing debut on YouTube, by the way.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. You know, it's great. Great to see live music.
Don't quit your day job.
No.
I stole that line. I stole that line from you, Claude.
Go ahead.
All right. So I'm drinking this out of a Courvoisier rosé glass. I've had Courvoisier. I never had rosé, but anyway, smoky. Here we go. Honestly, the nose is vegetable and maybe a little pepper, but smoke, I'm not detecting that. Okay, cheers.
Cheers.
Now in the flavor, 44% alcohol. The flavor, there is possibly and probably some smoked vegetable, like if you had some sliced vegetable and you smoke on a grill while you're barbecuing, okay, maybe some of that. But it's not heavy. It's just a little trace of it.
Ooh, we're enjoying that.
The main flavor is like a succulent vegetable, a peppery spice, succulent, vegetative, just like think along the lines of
agave plant.
Well, yeah, because that's what it's made from. But I'm thinking of like, when some people never had agave. It's almost impossible to explain what agave tastes like to a person who's never had it. It's like trying to tell somebody what an artichoke tastes like, and they've never had an artichoke. Yeah. You really can't. You have to try it. But it's got that unique vegetable, tangy flavor, similar to bell pepper, but not real. But it's kind of along those lines. But body's medium, finish is dry. It's a wonderful product. I don't need to drink a lot to determine that. I've been sipping on this thing in taste challenges for a few years now. You can see I still have most of the bottle left. I'm so glad I only paid $28 for it. That won't.
Whoa!
It even has a little tag with a little explanation on the side. No, that price won't. I won't ever see that price again. No way. That was about 6 years ago. But I guarantee you, I'm going to give it a high score. And I also guarantee you that I'm going to give it a strong recommendation on people ask me, should I buy it? I'm saying definitely, within reason, assuming the price isn't too high. Good product. Okay, now this interesting jalapeno and cucumber tequila product.
Do you like cucumbers, Elbow?
I do. It's I rarely ever buy them. It's I remember my mom used to prepare cucumbers, and I don't know if it was vinegar she would put them in or whatever. But anyway,
Oh,
yeah, I do like cucumbers, but hardly ever buy them myself. But uh, you definitely can taste the cucumber in the spirit.
would you like this for dinner tonight?
Oh wow, look at that. That would be good.
That's a authentic German cucumber salad.
Oh nice. What else is in there?
A little bit of olive oil, some wonderful Japanese sweet vinegar, some dill weed, some garlic salt, and a
Well,
little
you,
bit of sugar, And you
you
and
should
you,
have have some of this with it,
yeah.
sometime. Man, that looks good.
I want to talk. I mean, I love cucumber salad. This time of the year. Sorry if I made you hungry.
No, that's all right. That's okay.
Oh, by the way, Ryu, I found out finally checking my own notes. I forgot I had notes. 2017.
Okay, so that's fairly new in the world.
Yeah, and I think Crown Royal Peach is even newer. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and this is 2019, so we're staying current. We're keeping up with the times here. Yeah, cucumber salad for sure, man.
It's like you could have it as a main course. It is so. It's just salt and vinegar and the crunch of the cucumbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't complain on that. I love it. Okay, now Elbow is going to describe his concoction.
The taste of it is not bad. I mean, it's smooth. It's not getting a lot of alcohol hit to it. It's only 35% ABV, but you can taste some cucumber in there. And I can feel a little bit of heat, a little jalapeno. So I'm enjoying this neat. I'm kind of surprised that I would, but it's going down pretty easy. I'm going to make it.
Don't you love when it goes down easy?
Oh yeah. It's nice for a Friday night Fandango here for sure.
How important is the first sip, Ron?
I don't know. That's a question I can't answer because sometimes I'll have a first sip and I like it, and then it'll be ghastly. And sometimes it seems ghastly, and then as I sip it, it gets better. So it's difficult to answer that question.
Elbow, did you love it from the first sip, or you had to work on it?
Well, since I'm not used to drinking cucumber, I think the second and third sip helped me out a little more. The first sip was a little strange, but like I said, I'm not used to sipping on cucumber flavored spirits, so this is something new, and I'm adapting quite nicely. As a matter of fact, it's tasting pretty good, and I'm glad that I picked it up. It'll be sitting on my shelf for a while, but I'll be making some drinks out of it, and I'm gonna make one in a minute.
How much did it cost you, if you don't mind me asking?
It was $23.
Okay, you're a brave man. You just go for it. I love that.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's a pretty looking label there. That brings in that big old pepper there, and I've heard that Ron likes hot meals. I remember he was talking to Dave once, and Dave was saying you like your meals hot. Well, you might like this yourself, Ron. There's a little bit of heat to it, so.
I know I like it. As soon as I saw it and it said cucumber and jalapeno, I was thinking, oh yeah, I'd like that.
Yeah.
Anything spicy, hot. Well, not anything, I guess, but generally, yeah, I like it. Like when I if I was scrambling some eggs the other day, I had Tennessee sausage, but it was, of course, hot sausage. And I had to put some hot sauce in it with black pepper and jalapeno and diced jalapeno. So yeah, I guess.
Slap your mama.
Have you ever had this, Ron?
But nothing seems hot to me, so I'm so used to. Yes. Well, I don't know if I've ever had it, but I see it all the time.
Yeah, it's good. Someone gave me this my sister-in-law gave me this as a gift. Okay. And I got to tell you, it's probably from Louisiana too. I think it is.
It is. I think it's from.
Talk about a wonderful spice. It's not overpowering. If you like spicy food, but you want to add spice to those chicken wings, this is good stuff. Definitely. It's in the store, all over the stores in North
I know it's got to be good because I see people buying it all the time, and they're not going to buy it all the time. If it's nasty, you're not going to see people buying it all the time.
No.
Anyway, I'm enjoying.
Try what you
Okay,
have.
we kind of interrupted elbows.
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. I'm about done here. I don't have too much more to say about it except that I'm enjoying it. I like it, and like I said, I took a chance. This is the first time I've tried it, and I'm pleased. It's certainly I would buy it again if I was in the mood, but this will probably last me a while. I got plenty other tequilas here that are more for sipping. This I wouldn't, you could sip on this because I'm enjoying this as we speak. But since I have so many other tequilas and mezcals that I've been building up my collection of, I wouldn't, stick to this all the time. But it's nice to have it there. Once in a while, if you want that cucumber jalapeno taste, there it is. So
you wake up in the morning and say, "I want that cucumber jalapeno taste," right?
Well, he I think he's saying it's a nice little side alternative.
Yeah, exactly. More often I would go for a sip of, say, El Tesoro tequila or Ocho. Or I might try a mezcal. I've been sipping on mezcals lately. I've been enjoying. Ron, your taste challenges. You're back to mezcals again.
Oh, you've been kind of looking at some of those.
Yeah. Anyway, that's kind of right up my alley. Mezcal, agave spirits, I'm a fan. There you go, the Altos.
Have you had this yet, Elbow?
I've seen them around. I haven't had one yet, but
I'll tell you what. You are never going to taste a better tequila for half the price.
Yeah, I've heard they're reasonably priced.
I believe you, Claude. But if you come to my house and you see all the tequilas I've got on my shelf unopened, you'll strongly advise me not to buy any more. Now, how about this Crown Royal Peach infusion?
Never had it before. I mentioned it to my wife like 2 weeks before Father's Day, and she secretly bought it for me because I like Crown Royal. I'm not a fancy guy. I've always liked Crown Royal whiskey. I've just always thought it was just a great value for the price. And I got to tell you something. The smell, the nose is peach is coming off, and it's a natural smell. I don't know how they did this. It's
2019 it was introduced. There you go.
Oh, thank you. And it's not an ersatz artificial smell to it. It's a very natural, sweet smell. It comes right off of it. And to your health, gentlemen.
Cheers. And it is a natural flavoring. It's probably peach extract, a syrup, something.
I got to tell you, it's delicious. It's fantastic. It's smooth. Got that just the right amount of alcohol bite to it. Very smooth. You know, some things you drink and it's like, where's my glass of water? This is This is what I call dangerous liquor. It's sweet, it's smooth, it's very enjoyable, it's easy to drink. I'm licking my roof of my mouth right now. That's how good it is. I can imagine this at a good restaurant over some a vanilla ice cream, and they flambe it or something.
It's sort of like if you go to an Italian restaurant and they have those limoncello. That would be the kind of
We need a lemon. I haven't had a limoncello in a long. We need a limoncello night.
Oh.
This is delicious. I am going to give this a very high score. I mean, it's one of those things, you taste it from the first sip, the first smell, you're just enjoying it. It's making your world a little bit better.
And Crown Royal was a whiskey that really was created for a king.
Really? You tell us the history of it. You're Mr. Wizard here.
That's not a joke. So I'll tell you real fast. In 1939,
try it.
King George VI and his wife, Queen Elizabeth, they wanted to go to Canada on a Canadian tour. First time the British monarch visited Canada. World War II was on the horizon, so they figured we better get things tightened up. So he went to Canada with his wife, Queen Elizabeth, and they went on a train all the way across the country. It lasted weeks. So all of these companies wanted to get in on that. So I guess cigarette companies got in on it because he was known to smoke incessantly. But he used to like to drink a little bit too. And Seagram's whiskey liquor company decided that in honor of the royal tour, because Canada, y'all have to remember, Canada wasn't like the United States. They never declared independence from England like the United States did. They stayed British. So Seagram's came out with a special edition for that year called Crown Royal. It was a recipe made just for that visit, and they thought, well, when it's over, then that'll be it. But people liked it so much, they gave a whole trainload to the king and his entourage. I don't think there was any of it left when they were finished with the tour. But apparently the feedback was so good that Seagram's decided, you know what? We'll just sell it permanently. It wasn't meant to be that. And then in 1964, they decided to start exporting it to the United States. And that's how Crown Royal. And Crown Royal's had only 2 owners in its whole history, Seagram's, and then they sold it to Diageo in 2001, and that's it. And you can find old bottles. You can still find old bottles maybe somewhere that say Seagram's Crown Royal. It used to be called Seagram's Crown Royal, but obviously since they don't own it, they took that off. Yes, that's why I said it's a whiskey that really was made for a king.
It's quality. I mean, it's I love it. I had for Father's Day, Claudio. I always get Elbow just handed up I got a bottle of this from my wife for the biggest question is, what do you do with the bag? And
I know what some people have done with the bag.
It's a family show.
Some people put marbles in it.
Do you guys remember the pandemic?
The scam.
Oh, how can we forget? How could you forget?
Well, this is what this is.
Yeah, I'd like to see you walking around a grocery store.
I swear on the Bible, on the Torah, I walked around with this, and people loved it. People,
I never forget.
Everybody was so serious during the pandemic.
I never forget any totalitarian eras. Now,
yeah, they kind of stick with it.
Now, let me say this about the Ryu. Is it my favorite mezcal? I'm not sure because I have so many mezcals and they're so good in their own. Well, except for Monte Alban, I should bring that one night as like a comedy piece. But Ryu is right up there with all the others, and they're just. And if you watch my mezcal taste challenges, I get them wrong half the time because they're so similar one to another, you know. And I'm like, why do people get latched on to a brand? Because they all have that similar succulent plant, vegetative. Some are a little smokier than others, but I don't think any of them are too profoundly smoky. Some people might claim so. I don't believe it, but I haven't had that one yet. But it's really nice. It's a little higher ABV at 44%. At the time of purchase, the price was incredible. Those days have ended. I'm surprised Walmart never called me back. Their automotive department manager said he was going to call me tonight because I got my tires rotated Tuesday, and when I was driving close to New Orleans yesterday, one of the wheel covers fell off on my Nissan onto the major boulevard.
Whoa.
I'm sure 100 cars rolled over it in about 30 minutes. It's probably destroyed. And I went to Walmart today and I told them, I said, you know, you didn't snap that wheel cover on properly. I've been coming here 32 years and never had a problem. Oh, yeah, well, we're going to talk to our automotive manager. He's going to call. And then the man told me on the phone, I'm going to call you back. I said, okay, well, I'm here. I ain't got a call back. That's not really on the topic tonight, but I was irritated about it, so I figured I'd bring it up. When I bring my car to get service, I want you to service the car, not ruin the vehicle. But
I've got something that I'm irritated about.
Okay, well, you could bring it up when we go into our hangout, but I mean, when we go over to you. But so I was really aggravated because, but I guess after 32 years, there's bound to be a mistake somewhere along the line. But I don't know why they want to make a big thing about, like, how much would it cost to replace a wheel cover? You know, just do it. Don't make this like you got to have an investigation and all this. Just do it.
Yeah,
You know,
I
and
agree.
call me back if you. And this is the thing that really rubs me the wrong way. If you tell me you're going to call me back, I want that call. Because see, this is the way I am. If I tell you I'm going to call you back, I will call you back. Okay? And I don't play games with people. I'm very upfront. Like I say, look.
That's called normal, Ron.
Yeah, that's the way to be. Yes.
You know, I don't like passive aggressive people that tell you to your face everything's cool, but behind your back they're you know, deleting you and everything. It's like, no, man, be upfront, be a man, don't be a mouse, don't be a wimp.
Yeah.
But anyway, you know, I read your books, Claude, and
I'm writing a new one.
When I was reading those books, I was like, yeah, that's the kind of stuff I say all the time. No wonder me and Claude and I get along. But
thank you.
I'm going to go to 9.4 out of 10 because I think it is most excellent. It's really a fantastic product, and I actually never watched a video review where anybody said anything less. Everybody loved it. There aren't many video reviews for it, but people say, "Oh man, it's so good, so good." Now, that's it for my score. A most excellent product. If you ever see it, buy it. Especially if you see it for $28 for a liter. But you know that ain't gonna happen. But what's coming up? Sunday, Super Sunday, which a lot of people bring coffee, like not alcohol. And you can do that. You can bring soda pop, coffee, tomato juice. I don't care. Super Sunday. Then next Wednesday evening or afternoon or even earlier, depending on where you're located, we've got Strong Beer Wednesday. Strong Beer Wednesday means it's got to be 5.5% or higher. Now, some people might laugh that off and say, 5.5, that's nothing for a beer.
That's high for a beer.
Go ahead, drink 4 of them and see how it's not strong. You know, I've seen people talk trash and start guzzling 5.6% beers. And after the fourth one, they're talking crazy and getting all obnoxious. And I'm
They
like, yeah,
start singing in the park.
yeah. And I'm like, I'm glad the beer didn't affect you, you know. So that's what's coming. And then next Friday, I'm planning to do another Fandango Friday. I don't know what I'm going to bring. I got to think about it. As far as what the hell?
Oh, what's that?
Oh, the curveball is still around. Yeah.
What's curveball? What is that? Barbecue whiskey. How can you put brisket in whiskey?
Ask the people in Wisconsin, because if you drink this, it smells and tastes like barbecue, and it even smells and tastes like they put the grease in it. The grease. Your blood vessels are getting so clogged right about now.
Oh no.
All right, back to the 21 seeds. Cucumber, jalapeno, blanco, tequila. You know what? I'll give this a 91. I am surprised. I didn't really think that I would think that highly of it. But it's an A for what it is, for what it wants to do, which is be a infused tequila, a spicy tequila, a little hot heat tequila. You definitely get the cucumber. So I think congratulations to the ladies behind the brand. They've done a good job here. I'll give it a 91.
One thing I've noticed about Diageo, well, I've noticed many things, but one of the things I've noticed is that even their shabby stuff is not shabby.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they are a big brand. I was on their website, and they've got I don't know how many different brands they have, but
they're the
they have a
largest liquor company in the world.
Oh, they're number one. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense, because I was just scrolling past the brands there, Johnny Walker and Don Julio Tequila, and yeah, they got a bunch of, and it's fairly the brands are the type that you would think that would be quality, and you would think they are pretty good. So yeah, Diageo is they're doing all right. But anyway, as far as 21 seeds, I would recommend it. It's thoroughly enjoyable. And just on a side note, the thing that kind of irritated me this week, I had talked to you guys before, and it's the baseball team here, my Tampa Bay Rays.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I remember a few months ago I was saying to Ron, hey, there's a deal in place, and they're going to go ahead. They're going to build a new stadium here in St. Petersburg, and everything is, everything is cool.
Hunky
And then
dory.
all of a sudden it all blew up. It's like, I know things can change in a minute. So I am thoroughly disappointed in the news that I'm getting lately that the team is going to be sold. It's under nothing's final yet, but they may end up staying in Tampa. So that kind of bums me out, because I enjoyed having the football team, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're in Tampa, the stadium's over there for that. But over here where I am in St. Petersburg, part of the whole Tampa Bay metropolis, at least we had the baseball team over here until Hurricane Milton came by and tore the roof off of Tropicana Field. So, they're playing now over in Tampa. It's the Yankees Yankees spring training field, Steinbrenner Field. But now I hear the team might be sold. They're going to
I
walk
never
away.
trusted that guy. I never trusted that guy when he bought the team in 2004. I thought this guy was
Sternberger. Yeah.
I didn't trust him, because first thing he did when he bought the team, was he said, we're going to have free parking for 2024. I thought, nobody's that generous.
No.
So they had free parking for the whole year. I went to a game in 2024. I parked right in front of the front door, basically. Free parking. I said, well, watch. I'm saying to myself, okay, keep your eyes open. The next year, well, we're going to have some parking fees. I said, yeah, okay, no surprise there. So it went up to, exorbitant. Then the next thing he says, I said, I know another shoe is going to drop. So he says, yeah, guess we'll get a brand new stadium and maybe the city could pay for all of it. I said, uh-huh. Now, they just moved into the stadium in 1998. Here it is, 2005. He's talking about, I guess we could get a new stadium and the city can pay for it. And now that's 20 years ago exactly. And it's been chaos since. And I never trust these hustlers, And now he's selling it to a Florida-based investment group. But you know what happens with Florida-based investment groups? They move to other states when they buy the team. I don't trust these people. I do not trust this. I know they have a lease agreement through the 2028 season, but I'm telling you, I would not be shocked if they're secretly shopping that team around to move it to another state. I don't want to say it, but I do not trust these people. And I know
yeah,
the same way.
Yeah, I am annoyed and disappointed, but what can you do? It's that the way the stadium was. There's plenty of room down there. They could build a new one,
Sure.
And I thought that was going to go through, and I don't know. Anyway, that's pro sports and government and all that stuff. So anyway, Ron, congratulations to you. I see LSU. The college team, they're in the World Series, I believe, and
the final games. Yep, they made it to the finals. Yep.
Yeah, so
you got a chance to win their eighth national championship.
Yeah, I'll drink to that, and
I'll drink to everything.
I will drink to anything. Hey, and one more thing. There's a nice sports bar that was right next to Tropicana Field. I don't know if it's still open now because with no business, with the games not being held there, it's called Ferg's Sports
Yeah,
Bar.
they're still there, but there was recently a story in the news about how they are bummed out because their business is way down now, So
sure, how can you have business when there's nobody there,
Yeah.
That's a wonderful place. My father's 82 years old, I'm sorry, 81. Sorry, Daddy. So he loved going to that. He loved going to that place. He's like, man, this place is great. And he loved Tropicana Field, and that was his favorite stadium. He loved to go to those. We used to go there about once a year on road trips, about 11 hours from New Orleans. But man, he just loved that so much, But he's like,
yeah, things can change in a minute. It's a bummer. But
he would say, who would not like this stadium? It's like so hot outside. It's like 95 degrees.
Yeah,
exactly. Go inside and it's 72.
They never had a rained out game until this year.
Yeah, because of a hurricane. All right, now Claude's being patient, but I know we're holding him up. Whoop. Sorry, Claude.
That's all right. I am enjoying this so much. How much are you enjoying it, Claude?
98%.
That was my. How did you know that? I'm serious. I was going to give it a 9.
Well, sometimes I have premonitions, but for real, I really do have premonitions.
I was enjoying this so much. This is a great product. I would buy it again. It's a good value. It's excellent. It just makes everything better. It was so good. How good was it, Claude? It was so good that I got out the world's greatest cookies. What is the best thing that ever came from the South?
Me.
I'm a newcomer to these cookies are amazing. They are, aren't they good?
Oh yeah, Dewey's. They're from Raleigh, North Carolina.
Oh,
they're absolutely.
Oh, wait a minute. All kidding aside. I know about that. That's from that company, Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe.
Yeah.
Stop.
That's our law firm.
I know.
It's an investment firm.
You guys ever want a good cookie? Just Just so good. Ron, you remember when you used to
but
do?
you're not showing them all of them. Look.
Oh, look,
Okay,
lemon.
so now we got lemon.
We're trying to get Ron
The
a
green
sponsor.
box was lime,
Ron, we're
and
gonna.
now look, woohoo!
Which one?
Woohoo!
Oh, ginger. There
Yeah.
you go. Ron, we're trying to get you a
Hey,
sponsor.
Claudia. Yeah, John Dewey. John Dewey was like a big proponent of modern public education. So yeah, it all
Really?
works.
The Dewey Decimal System.
John Dewey. Oh, and they were Dewey Decimal System, and
There
we
you
have
go.
the,
Is that the same Dewey that makes these cookies?
I already said it was Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe. They would.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Anyway,
I'm gonna take a bite.
here,
Excuse me.
these were from Mom. There
He
you go.
he samples this stuff. I'll sample this stuff.
Yeah, the
Yummy, yummy.
Oh, cookies are good. Cookies and Crown Royal Peach gets a 98.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah. Just Ron, you remember some of your older videos where you got out this spam, or you used to get out all kinds of food.
Packaged meat. Yeah.
Package. I love those. There's something about when you watch somebody eat food, it just makes you, oh, I love this. I wish I had that food right now, you know? And I love those videos when you had the food combined.
Well, what happened was, there's a backstory. Like around 2013, I did a video where I had some Vienna sausage, and I said, let me try it with this Vienna sausage. It was just I wasn't thinking it was like a program or anything. I tried it, and I was like, yeah, the saltiness, Vienna, very salty. I said, it kind of pairs well with the food. I mean, with the beer. And then some guy who used to affiliate with me, no longer, he made a video where he was saying, yeah, and they got this other guy that's always drinking beer with Vienna sausage. And I was watching, I said, I've done one video in my life with Vienna sausage. I said, but get ready, folks. So then I started making dozens of videos with Vienna sausage, every brand you could ever find in your life. So yeah.
There's a lot of them.
He threw down the gauntlet, and I took it and ran with it.
Yeah. And there's something about pairing food with good beer or wine or liquor.
Yeah,
there's something very nice about it.
E&J Brandy.
E&J Brandy is excellent, but it's not as good, Tom, as Corbel Brandy from California.
No, well, of course, it's much cheaper. But I wouldn't mind trying the E&J Peach, honestly.
Yeah. You know what's nice about this? Some of these, this is the big trend lately, fruit-infused things, cucumbers, fruit, and things like that. This tastes very natural. You ever drink something, Elbow, where you get that ersatz, that artificial taste to it, and it doesn't taste. This was very well blended. It's excellent.
Claude, you know what my theory is with that? This is a theory. This is not fact. And we're about to get off the air, so I know we're almost an hour. I think what these big companies do, maybe not, but they got a lot of connections. They know different people. So they might talk to a farming company, and they say, y'all have any old, bruised, and otherwise unsellable peaches for grocery stores? And they might tell them, we got a lot of that. All we do is dump it. It just goes to waste. And they might say, well, we'll buy it from you, for a low price. Oh, okay. So these are peaches that no one in a grocery store would ever buy, right? But they're not looking for it for that. They just want to crush it up and smash it up because it's bruised. It looks terrible, but the flavor's good and it's not rotted. So they might take that junk, like we would call it refuse, trash, and they might soak it in the whiskey for a couple of weeks, and then they strain it out. They got machines that can filter it where it'd be clear again. And they might add a little coloring to make it look darker. Doesn't that make sense? Like, And then you're going to get that natural peach flavor from something that otherwise might have just been considered trash by the whole world. Think about bananas. You know, when they start turning black, what do people do with them? Make banana pudding, right?
It's when there's the sweetest then.
And they make the banana pudding. So I mean,
yeah.
you wouldn't eat it if you saw this banana. You say, I wouldn't eat that. But and so I think there's a market for that. You like Whiskey Scout saying old smoky peach whiskey. You know, you dump a bunch of bruised, horrible looking peaches and let it set in the whiskey for a couple of weeks. Sure, you're probably going to get a natural flavor.
The old rock and rye, the old timers used to make their own rock and rye. Remember?
With the rock candy.
Yep. And they throw some fruit into the whiskey and put it in the cellar and let it sit there for a long time. And it was the best. And when someone got sick or had a cold or the flu, that's what they pulled out.
Here's a really funny story before we get off the air. I was telling somebody how I was cooking some beans. You know, they come in those Mylar bags, a bag of beans. You can go to the grocery store and buy any kind of bean, black beans, red beans, white beans, pinto beans. He says, well, what are you talking about? I said, well, I just soak them overnight in a pot with water. This is what he tells me. I don't have time to soak beans. I was like, what are you talking about? You don't have time to soak beans. You put them in a pot. You stick it on. You put them in a pot with water and you let them set overnight. You're going to be sleeping overnight. You're not doing anything. What do you mean you don't have time?
Put it in the crock pot. Let them soak.
Well, you don't even have to heat them. You let them boil for about 1 minute. 1 minute. How long does it take to boil something for a minute? Well, exactly 1 minute. You leave them in the pot overnight. You're sleeping. You're not doing anything. What do you mean you don't have time? The next morning you wake up, you're getting your coffee going, you turn it on simmer, you put your stove on simmer, and you let it set there for 2 hours. Well, that doesn't take any effort. What do you mean you don't have time? You don't have to look at it simmer. You don't stand there and stare at it. Oh, look, it's simmering. Look. No, this does not take any effort. And I got a kick out of that. I could not get over that. Somebody tell me he doesn't have time to soak beans. Everybody has time to do it. Just do it. But anyway, It's crazy.
My favorite meals are crock pot meals. You guys use the crock pot ever?
My stepmother does. My mother, my birth mother, unfortunately, this is a terrible story. I shouldn't even say it. She died when I was 16. Of leukemia. She actually died on my birthday. But anyway, my father got remarried, and which I don't mind that. And actually, my father's wife is 14 years younger than him.
Smart man.
This is the kind of game plan I like to operate under. Honestly. 14 years older, I'm not that interested, but 14 years younger, I'm more interested. But anyway, she I'm speaking for myself and every other man on earth. But she has a crock pot, and she'll have that thing going overnight, and you wake up early in the morning when it's still dark and you see those beans with the hand and it's going in there. Oh, it's just an amazing smell.
Oh.
And they got it on that low heat in that crock pot and under that. Oh, you're right, Claude.
Yeah. Secret of my success, I married a much younger woman with more money and better credit.
All right, I'll drink to that.
I'll
Dick.
drink to that too.
That's a good idea. Well, I could make comments on that, but
it's your show.
I think, like they used to say discretion is the better part of valor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
there you go.
Who said that? Where's the
Yeah.
quote come from?
I don't know,
I
but
don't know who said it, but he was right.
yeah.
Sometimes the less you say is the better option. So anyway, thanks for joining this. It's been a great hangout. I don't know where David was. Usually he's calling me and telling me what's coming. Like he'll call me after work. I got this coming up, but he didn't. So I don't know. Maybe he does have children, and they might have called him and said, "I need help with something." You know, my daughter does that to me. But
I love the picture of you and your daughter on the web, but on the YouTube or somewhere. I saw that.
when we were in Birmingham last week.
Okay, nice picture.
Yeah, they did a duo review. It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did 2 duo reviews, and then we went to eat barbecue, and then we were driving around Birmingham, Alabama.
How nice.
It was a
Cool.
great day. It was a great day. I remember when she was like 1 day old.
Yeah.
Now she's 32 years old. So
Yeah.
it's kind of a context
No,
there.
it's great.
Oh,
It's great when your kids become adults and you can relate to them in a different way.
It's been a very peaceful, pleasant, and copacetic hangout. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm in Louisiana. Thank you, Elbow in Florida. Claude tonight in North Carolina.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I guess next Friday, God willing, we'll be back. Do another one.
Yeah. Yay. Great session, guys. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Y'all take care now and have a good night.
All right, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.